tell you about an association with cocaine, all right? Remember, you have to imagine, all right, thanks for coming out tonight. Muerte is next, right? Muerte is next. So I went, okay, go to the bathroom. I have pictures. One per nostril. Just because I hated that uneven feeling where I did too many on the night, I lost track. And it felt like one side was like, did I do more? So 1-2. It's a 1-2 punch. Remember, I already was drinking while watching the previous act. And then, okay. Right? Okay, so that's about, remember I said 10 bumps, so 2, 4, 6, 8. And then I heard that he started. Right? Okay, he started. So, okay. And then I go to the bathroom. I don't want to look like I have it in my notes. I go, and I got some on my fingers, so I went, and I was like, don't inhale, just to the back of your face. And then I came out, pushed my way through whatever. Let's imagine that's the stage. Oh, man, there's a video. I got up, and then I'm already hyped, right? 3 drinks, the equivalent of 3 drinks. Adderall running since 8 p.m. It is now 12:30 a.m. 8 p.m., 12:30 a.m. I took a caffeine pill as well, just 200 milligrams. Feeling like, and I was like, is it gonna play the song? It's the intro. And then when you hear that, the association. Here from that alone. Just 110. See, I know my range. If I work out, 110. I've been doing push-ups. And this is like after the 4th set. There, I'm at 120. But there, it was that rising to 150, 160 average. So I'll say drums at 40 beats per minute. Right? See, I want to make this a point. You know, if you were to talk to any other drug user, casual, hardcore, past, current, whatever, who's logging everything, tracking everything. So that's why I refuse to be treated like, oh, you're gonna die. Why? Because then I'm just your common, everyday person. If you think I'm an everyday person, then yeah, I will say I'll get addicted. Because they're not thinking, logging, tracking, measuring. Tracking, measuring, logging. And collecting data. Remember, this is what I learned. They said, I don't know, 8 bumps for 1 line. And then said, 12? Like, okay. 10. That's a nice number. 8, 12, 10. Then I said, how many lines of cocaine have you gotten? It's like, from a gram. Because they bought a gram, they'd be like, 8 or 10? I said, fuck it, 10. It just sounds nice. So whether I'm accurate or not, 10 bumps, 1 line, 10 lines, 1 gram. And then the max, the people who said, yeah, when I went on a binge, I bought like an 8 ball. Wait, 8 ball? Or a ball? don't know if the 8 signifies something. So 3.5 grams. 3.5 grams in one night. Now, maybe they could do more, but because of the way we buy drugs, which is, would you like 1 gram? 3.5 grams? Or they buy separate 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3, and you go, why don't you buy an 8 ball? Because there's a discount, I guess. Slightly. So 3.5. And I could see a person being like, I don't want to spend $500 tonight. $250. It's either 100 to 150 to 250 max for a person for one night. So there, now we have our range of hardcore users. I don't know, there's probably a hardcore user who does like 7 grams or something. But again, that's another special exception. So we're just gonna go with your standard addict, whatever that means, and your starter. So I thought, you know what, let's go way below starter. Yeah, I just want to see what one line feels like. So I would do, and then just to show you how specific, then I went online and just kept looking up key of, and I would like look at it, and then they would show from the side. You see how flat it is or tall the mountain is, or I said this is about a key. Then I looked up, then I used my micro weight scale to be like, what is one key about? 0.01 grams. That's so milligrams. That's so specific. So I kept doing I kept practicing and I would keep weighing. It's like, okay, yeah, it's about 0.01 gram, because 0.01 is a 1 bump. See, now I'm getting really specific. Remember, American standard is using relatable things. Inch, 1, 2, 3, about, I think, right? But the world uses metric, which is just, I forgot how to measure centimeters. So whatever, it doesn't matter. The point is, I wanted to find out not exact, remember, I can't sit there weighing, I'm not gonna weigh 0.01, but I have an idea of when I do a bump, it's 0.01 milligrams. If I do a whole line, it's 0.01 grams. I am bad at this. 0.01 grams, 0.1 grams, and if I do a whole gram, then I did 10 lines or 100 bumps. So what I'm trying to say is, I'm only doing 10 bumps. And I told you the guy in front of me basically did 5 lines, because I counted. He was like, how much is that? Yeah, it's about 0.5. And then when I went home and weighed, because it was 7 grams. When I went home, I weighed the powder. Well, that's including the little baggie. So I found a similar Ziploc bag and weighed that, and then took that and shot. See, so specific. Just to rule out the baggie. And then that's when I decided I'm gonna keep taking out a keyword. And yeah, it came out to like on average 0.1, sometimes a little more. But whatever, small. So that means every time I do it, that should be about 0.02 grams. Jesus. Do you see why we use the American system now? Stupid shoulder look. I'm controlling that. Okay. So I think the idea is that everyone's reacting to me just saying, I'm doing cocaine, so then they imagine grams. But they don't know that it's like, hey, Fear, I tasted that alcohol you recommended. 1 or 2 glasses of wine. Not a bottle. I didn't say, hey, Fear, I tasted that wine. I drank the whole bottle like chugging. No, I took what is a reasonable amount of drinks, 1, 2, and did it slowly. So if I'm doing cocaine, then I'm doing the equivalent of 1 or 2 drinks. 1 drink, actually. And why did I go to the gym to try it? Because I wanted to sit still with no caffeine and go, do I feel it? And then I talked to Brill. Now, the placebo effect could be there. I understand. If you believe you're on something, you'll act like you're on something. But no, I would stand still and I would just be like, okay, I feel the nasal drip, you know that feeling. Well, if you can't see my eyes, you never see my eyes. But I'm constantly looking like this, like it looks like I'm analyzing my brain, like I'm paying attention to the inside of my head, like it's like I'm on something. You know, like first when I woke up, I would be like, I am on nothing. This is how I feel, right? I'm on nothing. I woke up, then I said, today we're gonna test it at the gym. So, I would keep calm. I got my stuff, went to the gym, and then I started doing bumps. And then I checked how I felt. Who does this? Fuck you. That's why I refuse to be treated like I'm some, everyday Raul. Let's just say Raul is the perfect example of what I mean. Like, if Raul said he's doing heroin, I would believe he'd be an addict in days. Okay? Because, no, there's just nothing going on. He's already inebriated all the time from drinking, which makes him more susceptible to something else. He's always high. Remember, I actually go through periods where there's nothing on me. And that's why I know that it's not caffeine that's keeping me up at night. It's just an overactive mind. Okay, so there's the cocaine. What else? So I told you I got my measurements. Remember, the reason people, and then to address the drinking with it, they said that drinking will dull the cocaine, so then you think you need to do more cocaine. How can I do more cocaine if I exactly got 20 bumps or 0.02 grams in a bag? I just finished the rest of the bag because 0.0. No, I don't finish the bag because that would mean I did 20 bumps. But I try to leave some, and then I go home and weigh it to see how accurate I was. Yeah, I'd be off maybe sometimes. But, again, name a drug user who's weighing it. The only people that weigh their drugs are the drug dealers. The users are just like, fuck yeah, a little baggy. And then they do it all in one night. Because who wants to be like, I have 3.5 grams of cocaine. Let me split this up into sections. No. They're gonna do it all. Well, they split it up by doing lines, but not into little other baggies. But yes, there's an effect. I did a little more for that, and I felt it. And I think it only, like you said, I think it only lasts 10, 15 minutes. So you need to keep doing more throughout the hour. I already had caffeine in the drinks, and at that point, I would say for 90% of the performance, the music, that was all me. I'm just happy. I'm happy because, first of all, it sounds great. Let me tell you why. Okay, sometimes I kind of make fun of dubstep or rhythm, and that it's just noise. But no, it's not. It's actually very, the main. Like if you listen to a guy playing a solo, you would be like, okay, this isn't your standard punk band where it's just strumming riff, couple chords, right? No, it's like there's some intricacy, technicality, whatever, right? Actually, if you look up the way sound design they call it, the way they design a bass note. So when you hear that dun 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 dun, they didn't just pick a sound. No, they designed. You know how the shape of a sound is this? Something like that? Well, yeah, you would control the edges or something and do stuff to the middle and then so it would be like, oh, this sounds way better if it's whatever. I don't know anything. I'm just saying that they're not just picking a sound and that's it. No, they're designing each note, But no, he sounded great live, like Sprockles, the guy who tried to kill himself. He's the one that taught me, this one has very noisy sound design. I was like, what do you mean? Then I listened to it, and you could hear it. There's more artifacts. Remember in video cards, artifacts, or video games, it would be like those little crappy white things that would pop up. Noise, there's pollution, let's say. So this is very intricate. This is what I love, and then yes, cocaine is my choice of whatever. I would love I wish I could smoke crack during a song, so I could really enjoy 2 minutes exactly of fun and see how it feels like to be just jolted. Anyway, I will say it's my fault in that I'm not being specific, because everyone thinks it's just like for an hour, when it's really just, yeah. Why did I make this a video? Because I want to see this in the future. If I'm an addict in a year, this will be funny. If I'm not an addict, then my experiment, the exception that is me, that means I prove I'm the exception. I'm the exception. But hey, if all we talk about is drug addiction now, a year from now, what is today? May 2nd, then I was wrong. Still working out, still feel good, no heart issues, blood pressure is normal, blood sugar is fine. This is the real addiction, the eating. And I have not played with this in a week. I need to find the exact date, but definitely a week. I have not played with this. This is the addiction. This is the addiction. The parts of my brain that have to do with porn and eating. It's the addiction, whichever part. If drugs is over here, this is fine. I'm not worried about drugs here. I'm worried about, how do you section the brain? Which part? I know prefrontal lobe is a lot of impulse or something, or decision making. Okay, we'll end there.